Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Today's going to be a little bit different of a video. We are talking about something I've said I'm going to make a video on for quite a while now, and frankly I've just been avoiding the topic. So we've talked about it, why I've been avoiding the hot challenges, and honestly what it is when I don't remember, I was younger. I don't even think I was 16 yet. I got diagnosed with a condition with my stomach. Honestly, I don't know what it's called. I don't remember. I took medicine for probably about 2 years, and I stopped taking it. I wasn't really having any problems up until, I would say, the last year or two. And I probably should go back to the doctor and get put back on medication for it, but I'm trying to avoid it. I know there's ways around it, and I really don't want to be on prescription medication, so that's where we're kind of at with that. I was always told spicy foods, hot foods, things like that was going to make it even worse, and it is what it is because I actually really like spicy and hot foods, so it's not going to change anything. I'm still going to eat the stuff. I've just been avoiding the hot challenges because my stomach's already kind of upset, so part of it is because of that condition. The other part is I've been extremely stressed out, and frankly for a long time here I was depressed. Now obviously I kind of look like I'm not depressed now, and I'm not. I've kind of turned over a new leaf with 2020, but at the end of 2019 I was extremely depressed. I really didn't want to go out and film. I didn't want to make videos. I didn't want to do anything. I slept a lot and I worked, and that was about it. So with 2020, we've talked about the goals as far as the channel goes, as far as businesses and stuff like that goes, but this is the goals for me personally for 2020. Hang on, I gotta get some water. Alright, so brings up the first goal. 2020, I'm trying to cut out the pop and drink more water. But along with having some issues with my stomach, I've also been having issues with blood pressure, and quite frankly, it's coming down to my heart. So I really haven't talked about it. Haven't went and seen a doctor. Even Crystal really doesn't know much about it. But boils down to, it could be anything from anxiety to blockages. It could be, I need stents. It could boil down to a bunch of stuff, and I really haven't talked about it even with Crystal, but I have been having chest pains off and on, and even right now, it's part of the symptoms. I've been having some shortness of breath. I've had pain starting basically right here, and it just shoots over. The other night while I was at work, it felt like somebody was squeezing on my heart. So I know there's something going on, but right now I'm just trying to hope it's anxiety. So that's another goal for 2020 for me personally, is I'm trying to get rid of all the stress I put on myself and all the anxiety that I'm causing to myself. So a lot of it has to do with my job. I don't like my job. I was getting to the point where on my way to work I was actually stopping to throw up. I was so anxious about going to work because I really don't like it there. So I'm trying to cut that out. So what I'm doing now as far as my job is I'm trying to just take it one day at a time and work towards my goals. I want to get the bait taken off, I want to get the lawn care taken off, and I want to get YouTube taken off. So hopefully one day I don't have to go there anymore. In the meantime, I'm trying to not let it get to me. I'm trying to let all the stress fall off and just do what I do, what I love on the side. So it was a lot of anxiety with work, a lot of stress with home, because we are, a family of 5, and if you guys don't know, law enforcement, any kind of really first responders don't really get paid very well. So I'm trying to remodel the house so we can sell it. I want to upgrade my boat because it's going to make fishing these tournaments and things a whole lot better, having a nicer boat. especially with something with a live well, because a lot of these tournaments, live wells are required. Kind of hard to do with a V-bottom John boat that doesn't have anything but benches. So I'm trying to get, we've been having tons of car trouble, so I'm actually trying to get rid of 2 cars. We have 3, but I'm trying to get rid of 2 of them and get a truck that's going to help me with my business and also help tote around the 4-wheelers, so we can get a bigger trailer for us and my, me and my family, and we can go out and have fun and have 4-wheelers. So that's another thing that's been kind of weighing on us, or at least me. But trying to get this house done, trying to find time, trying to find money, trying to find money so we can actually move, get another house down there, trying to get things picked up, trying to find jobs. It's a lot. It's a lot. I don't know what else to say about it, but so it's been depression, anxiety, stress. It's been a combination of everything. So it's not just everything like, you guys know I've been having stomach problems, and that's not kind of why I'm staying away from the challenges. But for a while now, I've been having pains that are shooting in my chest, and at points it feels like something's like literally squeezing. So I'm working on some habits, which part of the goal for me, at least for 2020, was to get healthier. Getting healthier with my stomach, getting healthier with my heart, getting healthier with my blood pressure, getting healthier with my weight. It's something I've been pushing for Crystal to do with me. I really want, Crystal and me to both be healthier, not only for ourselves, but for our family. We got kids to worry about. So I've been kind of pushing her. I'm not forcing her, obviously. She's her own person. She can do what she wants, but I've really been trying to push her into doing this with me. So for the last 2 weeks, about 2.5 weeks, we have been doing healthy eating. You guys have seen it on the channel. We've been doing meal preps at the beginning of every work week. For me, she doesn't have a work schedule or a job really, but at the beginning of my work week, we are doing our meal preps. Alright guys, so I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm actually legit freezing. So okay. But you guys have seen on our channel, we've actually been doing meal preps, and we are prepping at the beginning of my work week for the entire week. So it's been helping with us eating healthier. So we're making better dishes, we're not eating out, and in return, she's been losing weight. Somehow I'm gaining weight, but I don't know. I guess it's besides the point. But we are actually eating healthier, so we've cut out a lot of the fat, greasy foods. We've cut out the fast food. So really, we're only eating fast food like every once in a while. I think since the beginning of the year, I've had fast food twice, and it is the end of February, so we're going into March. So I really don't think that's that bad. She's also cut out pop for about a month. I've kind of off pop. If anybody's been watching the channels and the live streams, you have pretty much always seen a can of Pepsi or a bottle of Pepsi laying around somewhere and see me drinking it. I have an addiction. It is, but I've significantly cut back the amount of pop I'm drinking and replaced it with water. So that's another thing I've been doing, trying to get healthier, is I'm watching what I'm eating, and I'm also trying to cut out the energy drinks, the pop. I've even been limiting coffee, and that's been kind of hard, especially trying to stay up overnight, working a overnight shift. Water, but hopefully, as everyone says, water, the taste of water grows on you, so hopefully it's right. But as of right now, water sucks. It doesn't have taste. But one of the other goals I have is I've been trying to quit. A lot of you guys have known that. I brought it up on live streams. I brought it up on some videos. I have been trying to quit. It is still a work in progress, but I'm really not smoking as much as I ever have. I've been doing really well on that, at least I think. But I still have a cigarette from time to time, but I really am trying to quit that as well, and I've done pretty good so far. On top of that, you guys have known about the crazy infection I had in my basically my lower jaw. just kind of keeping you guys updated on that. Obviously, it's gotten better. All the swelling's gone down. It was pretty big. Some of you guys on the live stream have seen it. But the crazy infection is gone. Basically what it was 4 rounds of antibiotics. I was on 3 separate painkillers. And finally, once it got down, I was able to go back in. They were able to drill through the crown they put on, re-drill through all the root canal. And it was just pretty much an hour and a half for me sitting there with my mouth open while they were flushing medication and flushing the canal out. And I had to go back twice. Fortunately, the second time they said it looked a lot better. There wasn't as much drainage and there was no infection. So basically what they did is they retreated it for about a half hour with medication. Then they basically packed it, filled it, and sealed off my crown. So I'm good to go on that. The infection is gone, hopefully. I do have, you guys are going to see it in my hand, but I do have notes for this. This is a video I've been talking about doing for a while, so I just want to make sure I touched on everything. So I do have notes, but I've talked about the infection and kind of what's going on in my mouth. I talked to you guys about the heart. I've been monitoring my blood pressure. It has been elevated. It's borderline what they call pre-hypertension. And once you start hitting the levels of like pre-hypertension, that's usually about the point where the doctors want to start monitoring your blood pressure. They might even put you on blood pressure medication. Once you get into hypertension, that's where you're at a risk for a heart attack. So it's elevated, but it's not towards the top or the pre-hypertension range. So the range isn't that big, but I'm still not that close to being hypertension where I really have to worry about it, but it is something I have to be concerned about. So I really need to work on doing what I'm doing, eating healthy, trying to cut out some sodium, trying to watch some of the fats, trying to just get healthier in general. And I'm hoping what will happen is it'll actually bring my blood pressure back down, cutting the pop out, cutting the energy drinks out, because the energy drinks going to spike everything up too as well. They're really not that great for you. Even the bangs that I was drinking that were like 0 sugar and had, these vitamins and amino acids and all that other crap, even those are not good for you as well. So hopefully by cutting all that out, I can actually lower my blood pressure back down, hopefully get out of that pre-hypertension range, and I'll be alright. But it is something I am monitoring. So I'm hoping, hopefully once everything starts leveling, if I can get everything to level out, the pains are going to go away, the shortness of breath, the squeezing pain that I have basically right here in my chest, which is, everyone thinks their heart's over here. It's actually not. It's closer to the center, and that's roughly where I feel like something's just grabbing and squeezing. So hopefully everything kind of level out on its own. I won't really have to get on medication, and I can continue to avoid the doctor. I've been working a crazy amount of overtime, you guys. I mean, crazy. They changed our schedules. We're not doing 12 hours anymore, so I don't have nearly as many days off. We are working 8-hour shifts, and some weeks I'm only getting 1 day off. So I can go 10 days, scheduled 10 days with only 1 day off, which is significantly harder than the 12-hour shifts we're used to. And on top of it, not only are we working 18s, we're actually most of the time working 16. So for those of you guys that are not in first responder kind of jobs, they can do what's called mandatory overtime, or as we refer to it as freeze. So if the next shift coming in, say they're 2 people short, or 2 people get froze, they get mandated to stay over. So instead of just working your 8-hour shift and going home, now you're working your scheduled 8-hour shift, and then you got to cover somebody else's 8-hour shift because they just didn't show up to work. You can't really knock them. We all get 12 call-offs. They're paid call-offs. We have comp time, which is paid time off. A lot of people refer to it as PTO, paid time off. So we all work our overtime. We can get paid time off. We get 12 paid call-offs a year. So I mean, it's all our time. We earned it as part of our benefits in our job. Some shifts are just flat out short. Like we don't have the manpower to cover the shift. So I can't really knock anybody because it's all our time. I do it too. So it's kind of, you're pissed off about the situation, but at the same time, it's nobody's fault, because we all do it. It's our benefits. Like, if we want to take a day off, we can take a day off. Like, we're humans. We're allowed to take a day off. But on top of that, I've been doing overtime voluntarily. So I've been doing 16s almost every day for the last few weeks. I've taken a break this last about a week and a half, mainly because they haven't been calling me. But I haven't taken a break because I've realized it was really wearing on me, and I'm really trying in this year 2020 to be more conscious of me and my body and how I'm doing. So when my body told me take a break, I took a break. So that's another reason the stress and anxiety has been up a lot, is because I'm trying to work this overtime, trying to get companies off the ground, trying to get the house done, trying to buy cars. Touching on some more points, I want to say November of 2019, I actually decided I didn't want to do YouTube anymore. So basically what happened was we really started pushing the channel about January of 2019, maybe end of December 2018, but it was right around like the beginning of January 2019 where we really started trying to push this channel and make it into something. At the time, I think I had maybe 50 subscribers and maybe 5 videos. Like, I really wasn't doing much with the channel, and we decided we were going to try to make it a focus, and especially on my end. I don't think no, Krista wasn't even doing the channel at that point. It was just me. But I really liked the whole aspect of trying to shoot a video and the whole concept behind it of trying to think of an image and taking that thought out of your head and then turning it into this little video, wrapping it up with an editing, and just creating something unique and something that hopefully a bunch of people found interesting and really liked it. And I liked the thought of that whole process because I was really into photography and editing my pictures and just putting them up, and I was liking the feedback that I was getting on the photos. I was getting tons of positive feedback and criticism, and people were just really liking it. On one of the apps I was on, I hit the up and coming list, which is really hard to get. They have up and coming list, they have a poplars list, and they had can't remember the name of the other list. It's been a while since I've been on that app, but I hit all 3 lists, and I was hitting it with almost every photo I put up. I was hitting all 3 lists, and I was actually on point to be an editor's pick. So I was really liking the feedback I was getting. I really liked playing with cameras and trying to come up with a concept in your head and getting it out into the real world and making that whole thing come full circle. And I really liked doing it with the videos. So I decided January 2019 I was really going to start pushing the channel. And I had a blast doing it until probably July or August, and I realized what the problem was. I hit a point where all in my head, all I could think about was numbers. I was worried about getting the subscriber count up. I was trying to get more views on my videos. I was trying to get more likes on my videos. I could not get enough content. Like, I just nonstop was thinking about content. I need content. I need content, and I needed. What am I doing wrong? I can't get the subscribers I need. I can't get the views I want. I was really getting frustrated because nothing's really was going up, and worrying consistently about needing more content. Like at a point, looking back at it, I was fine on content. I had enough. But I never felt like I had enough content. I had to go out and make videos. I had to shoot videos. I was constantly working. I was doing overtime on my off days, so I didn't have a whole lot of free time. And every little bit of free time I had, it was all YouTube. I have to get out. I have to make those videos. I got to get more content. I got to get more subscribers. I got to get more videos. To the point, it wasn't even fun anymore. Like, the whole reason I started YouTube was because I was having fun with it. And I had a blast, and I made it in my own head to the point it just wasn't even fun anymore. So at one point, I remember sitting at work and I texted Crystal and I told her, I was like, "You can have the channel. I'm done. I don't want it anymore." And by that point, you guys already know, if you guys have been following. At that point, you guys already know she was in on the lives. Like at that point, she was pretty much running the lives. And I was doing a lot of videos, but she was doing some videos. So it was really both of our channels at that point. And I told her, I was like, "You can have it. I don't want it. I don't want to do YouTube anymore. I'm done." And I'm in it. And so basically, pretty much all November, December, and maybe the first 2 weeks of January, I didn't film anything. I didn't film Christmas. I think I shot a little bit of Christmas just for like us and family. I took pictures and stuff like that, but I wasn't really filming anything. I wasn't even like popping in on lives anymore like I would do sometimes when she was live. I would come down here, just jump in and hang out, be a pain in the butt. I wasn't doing that. I wasn't checking on our account. I wasn't looking at our views. I wasn't looking at view durations. I wasn't watching the watch time. I wasn't subscriber. I didn't care anymore. So I took a fairly big break, and I didn't know if I was ever going to come back. I didn't know if I was going to enjoy doing YouTube anymore. So at the beginning of the year, I decided, from watching a few people, that I need to go back to the roots and why I started YouTube. And YouTube is a really good way to have memories, and that's the reason we wanted to have a family channel where we can have kids in it, our kids in it, and make memories, because there's so many people like Roman Atwood who does not need my shout out, and this will not help him at all. But if you guys don't know who Roman Atwood is, check his videos out. But he shoots all the time, and he lost his mom a few months back. It was end of last year, but he lost his mom in a freak accident, and he spent the time he took off, he spent watching his YouTube channel, because she was all over it. He filmed everything and everyone, and he had those memories to look back and try to help him grieve. And it's just something for us, and everyone that does YouTube can kind of relate to it. If you guys shoot with like your family, your wife, your kids, your mom, your dad, whatever, you put everybody in the video that will willingly be in the video. It's memories for all you guys to look back. So I can, when my kids are 35, I can look back on the videos if I'm around still, and I can remember the times where we did the hot noodle challenge, or I can remember the time that we went camping, or I can remember the time that we did the dehydrated meal challenge, or the day with no technology where we did Legos. I want to have these memories to look back, because it's on a, not only am I backing the videos up on my own hard drives, but it's on a web, platform where I can log in from any computer anywhere in the world. I can watch these videos, and I can have my memories. The kids, when they go to college and they move away, they can log in and they can go to YouTube and they can have these memories at their fingertips. So I think it's really important that I continue to push forward. So what I decided was I need to go back to my roots and why I really enjoyed doing YouTube. So moving forward, you guys have seen videos I've shot this year so far, and you guys have even seen some of the new stuff I've been playing with, like the water park. I think it was Brunswick Elementary School I uploaded. You guys are seeing some new editing styles I'm playing with, because that's really what I enjoy, is bettering myself. Playing with different things, not having the same stuff over and over again, just trying to, because I know how to do it quick and I can get videos out faster. I'm not worrying about content so much in 2020 anymore. I am worrying more about what I want and what I enjoy. It's my channel after all. So I'm working on editing skills, I'm working on videoing skills. You guys have known, I think we talked about it, but if you guys don't know, the camera I'm filming on right now is a brand new camera. We got, I want to say, the beginning of January, middle of January. We bought the camera we're filming with right now, which is Canon G7X Mark III. It is, it's a bad A camera. So I still have the other camera. We have two cameras now, so we are kind of mixing and matching, and the quality matches up really good. I really like it. But this camera, I can actually shoot 4K, and Not only can I shoot 4K, I can actually shoot slow-mos really quick with basically a couple touches of the button, and it makes it for really nice video quality. In fact, I actually want to try out 4K pretty quick here. I haven't shot a 4K video yet, but I think the next Explorer I do, I'm going to do it in 4K. But that's a different story. But I want to get back to what I enjoyed from YouTube. And with that being said, it kind of takes me to why did I start YouTube. And I kind of touched on it a little bit. I started, I think I was 22, 23. I really started getting into photography. And at one point, I was actually getting paid for some of the shoots I was doing. So I guess you could call it a pro photographer, because at that point, when you start making money, people are paying you to come do stuff. That kind of jumps you into the pro category. But I was doing a lot of pictures. I really enjoyed doing pictures and throwing up, editing, and like I said, putting it out and having people's responses. And like I said, people were loving what I was doing. And everywhere I was submitting stuff, I was making lists and I was getting achievements, and I was really enjoying it. And then I really got into the whole like watching YouTube stuff and kind of watching some of the crossovers, like watching the people that are doing photography but videos too, and kind of watching that crossover and how they're kind of like mashing it together. And especially now in like 2020, you know, people are expecting more out of photographers. They want photographers that can do videos. So it's kind of like you needed to make the cross. So you need to be able to do both. Like it's just like evolving. Like every business has to evolve. Like just like YouTube, if you just stick with one thing with YouTube and you don't kind of learn and expand your knowledge base, you're never going to evolve. And if you're going to be on YouTube and you want to do it for an extent of time, continuously have people watching your stuff, you have to evolve. So it's any business is going to have to do that. So I started playing with videos and I loved it. And I got the best editing software I could get for free, because at the time I didn't have any money. I didn't really want to put money out for something I was doing for free, which is YouTube. But I really enjoyed doing the videos, so it kind of just spiraled from there. I started a YouTube channel up. I started going out a lot with Brandon, who is Psycho Ghost Tracker. That's his channel. You guys, if you guys watch my videos, you know who he is. But I started going out a lot with Psycho Ghost Trackers. We were filming a lot of videos. We've been doing videos together for over 4 years now. So me and him's got a lot of history together. We've been out doing a lot of stuff. We've been a lot of places, seen a lot of things. It's been a blast. But that's kind of how I got started on YouTube. Was I wanted to evolve my photography, and I fell in love with videos, and I fell in love with editing. And hopefully 2020, I'm going to continue expanding my knowledge base, continue to expand my video editing horizons, and hopefully you guys like it. I got a lot of good response from the abandoned water park that we shot that was out in Chicago, and I got a lot of really good feedback, a lot of really good positive comments, and a lot of people were messaging me telling me they really liked it and they liked the new editing style. And I appreciate that feedback. It's boils down to, yes, it is my channel, but at the same time, my channel is nothing without you guys. So I want to go out, I want to make the content I want to make and create the videos I want to create, but at the same time, I want to do stuff that you guys like. So having feedback helps that. So I want to continue making videos that hopefully you guys like, but I enjoy making as well. So that's the whole goal for me with YouTube, hopefully in 2020, is I can take it back to a point where I enjoy it and I don't put so much pressure on myself. And so far I have. I've been really enjoying doing what I'm doing right now. And I don't feel like I have to make videos. So that rolls into, why did you guys know I didn't take a break? So you gotta figure November, December, and maybe even part of January, that's a pretty long time to take a break but still have videos out. In fact, if you guys noticed, in December we post a video every single day. So how did I get away with that, with taking a break and shooting no videos? I think the answer is pretty simple. I have photos backed up down the pipeline for ages, I was so worried. This is what I'm telling you guys. Like, I was so worried about making content. I was filming. And as fast as I could film them, I was trying to edit them, get them up on YouTube, get them scheduled. That I thought I needed more content. And I took that break. I never ran out of content the whole time I was on that break. So obviously I didn't need the content, but I was pushing myself thinking I needed it. So that's really why you guys didn't even know I took a break. I took a break from everything: Instagram, Twitter, our Facebook page. Wasn't even really checking our email. I didn't look at comments. I wasn't looking at numbers. I wasn't looking anything. I took a break from everything. And now I have figured out. Well, I didn't figure it out. I already knew when I started it, but I've re-centered myself to what I was actually initially trying to do with YouTube, and it wasn't, when I started, it wasn't ever about numbers, and it shouldn't ever be about numbers. So since beginning of the year, I have re-centered myself. I've barely ever have looked at the numbers now. I am back in our comment section, probably more than I ever have been. Shooting videos that I enjoy and getting them edited when I can. I'm not rushing myself. I'm not constantly telling myself I have to go out and film. I have to get something. So I'm back to where I was, and I'm even starting to focus more back on photos. So you guys are going to see a lot of photos popping up, and within the video, beginning of the video, end of the video, in the middle somewhere, I don't know. But if I take an awesome photo shot, and I think it's just badass, you guys are going to see it in the video. But I'm going back to my roots. I'm going back to photography, which I enjoy and I absolutely love. And I'm going to cross over. I'm going to mix it. It doesn't have to be photos. It doesn't have to be videos. It can be both. So I'm going to be focusing more on my photography love that I've neglected for at least a year now. So we're going to be going out. Crystal's probably going to be filming on this camera when you go out. I'll probably have the other big camera, and I'll probably be doing some filming, but I'll probably be sitting there just shooting photos and stuff like I love. So you guys are going to get videos. We're going to get photos. It's going to go. I'm going to get crazy active on my Instagram. So if you guys don't have my Instagram, make sure you guys go to the About page and find it and add me on Instagram, because Instagram is about to get crazy. Crystal's really big on Twitter, so you guys can follow her on Twitter if you want. I'm kind of like hit or miss on Twitter right now. I really don't like Twitter, but follow me on Instagram. You can follow her on Twitter, which is her big one. You can go to our Facebook page. We both have Instagram. We both have Twitter, so if you guys want to follow us both on those platforms, that's absolutely fine. No big deal, but for me, Instagram is big for me. Twitter is big for her. And then we try to mix in with everything else. Emails, you guys can email us at lowbudgetfishingtv@gmail.com. It's also in the About page too. I'm always checking my emails, so if you guys want to shoot us an email, you guys know we're going to get it, because I am really big on my email and I'm really big on my Instagram, so you guys can message us either way. Like I said, find us, add us, and sit back and enjoy. So hopefully this wasn't too long. I'm going to try to cut it out the best I can, try to make it at least as fun as I can. But this was more of a serious conversation with you guys. Video, whatever. I'm having conversations with you guys because I'm talking. You guys are going to comment. I can guarantee it. So it's a conversation. But it was a more serious conversation, and kind of letting you guys in on some of the stuff that's been happening behind the scenes with me, at least. And kind of not only with my physical health, but my mental health, because I was wearing myself out with YouTube and focusing on the wrong things. And I am absolutely back to where I should be. I'm completely centered. I got my head's in the right place with what I want to do, and I'm back in full swing as far as YouTube goes. And hopefully with eating healthy, cutting pop, smoking out, and now I'm trying to get back on a workout routine, which is extremely hard, but I'm trying to get back on a workout routine. So hopefully with all that stuff, I'll get everything figured out with my health and kind of get everything with that taken care of as well. But I appreciate you guys hanging out. If you guys stuck it out this long, you guys are absolutely amazing. I wouldn't be surprised if most of you guys haven't made it to this point. But if you guys have, you guys are rock stars. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. And hit the thumbs up. You guys don't know how much it helps. And if you guys find something on the channel that you guys love, make sure you guys share it out. It makes a huge difference. I don't think you guys really realize it. But sharing the videos out, even once, even on your Facebook page, makes a huge difference. We can get hundreds of people viewing our videos just by people sharing it out. So if you guys feel inclined, if you guys find something you guys like I've been really sharing out that water park because that's kind of been one of my favorites that I've shot. So I've been sharing the water park out a lot. But if you guys find a video you guys like and you guys feel so inclined, please go ahead, throw it out there somewhere, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever you guys feel like throwing it out, and help grow the channel. If not, I completely understand. No pressure on anybody. None on me, none on you. We're going to have a stress-free, no pressure 2020. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Always stay positive. Never let anyone, including yourself, get you down. You guys are absolutely amazing. You guys are beautiful. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Alright guys, so for those of you that stuck around and didn't click off when I ended the video, this is just like a little like PS type thing. Looking back at 2020, the beginning of 2020 so far in 2019, what are some things you guys are looking forward to change this year? Personal life, work life, YouTube life, whatever it is. Post something down below on what you guys are trying to change, and then maybe post an inspiring comment. Post, you know, some good words, encouragement, inspiration, whatever. Just post something down below with what you're trying to change and something inspiring, and see if we can't lift each other up. You guys are amazing.